Any man who marries a woman past the age of 23 years old, you're getting leftovers. But yeah, David, listen, man, I'm not trying to be mean-spirited, but you married a single mom. Like, post-wall women, they get married all the time, but the men they get married to are very low value. They're beta males. They're pushovers. They're not real men. They're not the men that arouse these women.
So credits where credit's due. This man makes fun of other people's spouses and different things like that. Claims he would never date a single mom. Well, somebody pulled up his quote-unquote girlfriend's bankruptcy records, because those are public records that anyone has access to, and they found some interesting information. Let's see, listen. And I'll give credit to the people involved. I'll link the videos in below. So there you go.
Devin is one of just a few women I've dated, older women I've dated, who didn't have any kids when I met them. But again, they're the exceptions. Devin is my girlfriend. She is not my wife. We have never been married. She is not a single mother, and we have not adopted anybody. I got a 13-year-old niece that stays here at least twice a week, because Olivia, she's 14 years old now, and she's a beautiful girl. She could.
And so as we now look at her application on the screen and go to the section describing her household, it states, do you have dependents? Yes. Does dependent live with you? Yes. Dependent's age, 10 years old. Dependent's relationship to debtor 1. Daughter.
I want to make something clear here. I don't care what kind of woman you choose to be your girl. Be with who you want to be. You want to date a single mom? I don't care. What I don't like, and what I think is very laughable, is you run a course, you have video clips making fun of other men for dating single moms and criticizing those women.
Now keep in mind that this also contradicts everything Donovan Sharp has taught his audience about the types of women to avoid, going all the way back to his days when he wrote for Return of Kings, to his free ebook called 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Relationship, where he states that single mothers should be avoided as they make for the worst girlfriends, wives, and mothers.
I was a single mom. And yes, listen, I know single moms are bad and this and that and the other, but we all got to start somewhere. Don't commit to them. You've been married before.
I have.
Okay, you've been married before.
I got married young, and I was married for a very long time. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult.
I met you when you were 32. You are an older woman. Devin, my girlfriend, is an older woman. Okay. Yes, my girlfriend is an older woman. She turned 36 back in February. I misled my audience about Devin's age, but I did that for privacy purposes. Just listen, Dev is 45.
Meanwhile, every day you get online and you lie about the fact that that woman has a daughter. That the woman that you call your girl, your wife, has a daughter. And not only are you lying about it, you lying about the fact that your girl's old, which is fine. But you lying about it while telling other people to not wife up used goods. That's what you say.
Devin is my girlfriend. She is not my wife. We have never been married. She is not a single mother, and we have not adopted anybody.
So you saying that during bankruptcy, she lied about the fact that this was her daughter? She lied to the government? Is that what you want us to believe?
Maybe
that she's committing fraud?
Maybe that's what it is. It's better than to accept that he's dating a single mother.
Okay, yes, I do. What do you take into conjunction the fact that the niece, who's exactly the exact same age, visits twice a week? The circumstantial evidence don't look good for you, does it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
There are older women out here, older single moms who are out here out competing younger childless women. So how would it, listen, I'm not saying this would be easy, but it is possible. So what would be your advice to your friend?
Well, okay. So does she have full custody of this child, or does she have shared parental?
Let's say
50-50?
she has a 50-50. Let's say
if
1
she's
week on, 1 week
50-50,
off.
then she's not a single mom.
Oh,
She's co-parenting.
Okay. That makes sense because you're not a single parent at that point.
No,
okay.
you're definitely not. You're no more single than a single parent than if you were still married.
Do you see how he makes it work? Do you see how he makes it work? They've made up their own definition of single mom. If we share custody, did you see what she did?
You did good.
I didn't do good.
I know.
There's
but
other people who did this.
I know. That's not you.
Hey, listen, boo boo. I'm gonna just tell you this right now. It's not because your kid goes to his dad's place 2-3 times a week that you're not a single mom. This is not an insult. It just is what it is. You are a mother and you are single. That's what the definition is. You've only changed it. Okay?
Oh, you guys.
To perpetuate the fraud.
No, you guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good.
And if I'm wrong, I want all the Red Pill fans to come in the comments saying, am I wrong about what I'm saying? If a woman says, I ain't a single mother, she's with her dad 3 days a week, what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
Donovan Sharp made a video recently talking about my alleged wife.
So stupid. This is so dumb.
And this,
like, they really tried.
he really tried, and I'm gonna explain to you because I haven't spoken about it, and I'm explaining to you what happened. What happened was this: when the whole debacle with Fresh and Fit happened, they were trying to get some juice to get at us. And what happened on my other Instagram page that got canceled, that got deleted, right? They went to throughout all my pictures, and they went to see if they could find a picture of my wife. If you don't know anything about me, I don't post about what I got. I'm talking about where I live, vehicles, whatever. I don't post that. I don't put pictures. I don't put pictures of my people around me. Why? Because people on the internet are fucking weirdos, okay? They found a picture of someone, and I'm going cheeks to cheeks with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks, and we're blowing a kiss. And they took that picture, and they said, that's his wife. Got him. It's not my wife.
No, she's a comedian.
She's a comedian.
And we've run a bunch of live shows, and she's participated in a bunch of them.
Because she is.
I have pictures with her. He has pictures with her. Like, she's on a lot of her bills. Unless you think Preach married a comedian, I don't know. But like,
that's my homie. That is my homie for
talented.
real, okay? She is not my wife. Very talented comedian, very talented actress in Quebec, right? Where we live at. But she didn't know that. They went on and they ran with it. And they called this person a whole bunch of things, right? A whole bunch of names. Even if that person was my wife. Let's say she was my wife. To go after people's wives, you have so little arguments that you have to go through people's wife. But you're so dumb that you don't even realize that's not even though. So you go out there and you slander someone that has no relationship to me. That's you.
Well, Cassie would have the world believe that she's always been this doting, dutiful. Oh, you know what? No,
So in this clip, now he's talking about another man and his wife, who also happened to be a single mother before he got married to her. And now he's talking about this woman named Cassie, who's that single mother. I want you to hear what he says about her.
Cassie West has been ran through. Cassie West was a single mom when she married David West. Cassie West chased bad boys. She's a Karen that was ran through like everybody else was a single mom. And this explains why explains why David West is as weak as he is. But yeah, David, listen, man, I'm not trying to be mean-spirited, but you married a single mom. Like, that doesn't make you a bad dude. And Cassie, you being a single mom when you married David, that doesn't make you a bad person either. Just understand that it's out there. And so you guys on this holier than thou, oh, we did it the right way. Cassie, let's not pretend that you didn't take the typical route that most modern women take. And David, let's not pretend that you're some apex alpha male. Like, come on, like we both know.
Throwing stones from glass houses. You are out here criticizing him, talking about he's not an alpha apex predator. What are you?
Stupid.
At least he admits whatever life he's living to. Who cares? You're the one who's lying about the fact that she's a niece. You're the one who's lying about your girl's age. That's you, who are not even man enough to actually come into the light with the woman that you're with.
No matter where I'm at, all right, whether it's in my house or in my Airbnb when I'm away or in
Antarctica.
Or even when I'm taking a shit, I need to have access to all my programs. Hey! But sometimes the internet doesn't allow me for that because it's restricted because of the area that I'm in. Yeah, and for that, I need a system that allows me to change my location. And that's called a VPN changer. Yes, and the wonderful VPN that I'm using is Surfshark. It allows you to just change the location of where you are. And so you can watch everything that you want, no matter where you're at. Right now with Surfshark, you can just use promo code ABBA and Preach. Use promo code ABBA and Preach, and you're going to be able to have 83% off. Plus, there's a plus. 3 months extra for free. I know, crazy. Get on it.
Any man who marries a woman past the age of 23 years old, you're getting leftovers. Devin, let me get you into this conversation because I met you when you were 32.
Pause. He said married. Again, he's playing on words.
He's married.
He's married to her?
He's married. They're just lying about the records.
It's sad that you entrapped and you have to lie to so many people. That's fucking sad, my guy. Being hostage to that image that you have to lie about, you spewing like hate and lies to people just to sell an image. You're a sad human being. I'm not even pissed off no more.
Let me be generous. Maybe it's not his wife. That's the girl that you've been in a committed long-term relationship for 5 to 6 years. It doesn't even change anything. The person you're choosing to make a long-term commitment to is exactly what you describe as a person not to get with to everyone else.
As ran through and as
used goods, that's your girl. That's how you talk about your girl.
Girls think it's cute and attractive to brag about their sexual escapades, but I waste zero time in 304 shaming them. I'll refer to Dev. Dude, when we first started dating, she used to brag about the dudes that she had smashed. Straight up. She used to brag about them. Dude, she used to brag all the time. Now, at first, I just told her, okay, stop. She didn't.
Hold up. Okay, let me just say something. I don't know what's wrong with your life, brother, and the women that you're with, but no woman comes to me to tell me about all the dudes they've been ran through by. You gotta be some fucking pathetic ass loser that they don't respect.
You like
if
that
women
shit.
are coming to you like, man, I took the biggest. Like, if women are saying that shit to you, you're a fucking loser, and they don't look at you anything better than the scum off their feet.
Nobody does that.
Bruh, I ain't never.
Unless
Hey, hold up, guys in the comments, when you kick it with a girl and she likes you, have you ever heard her start talking about the previous she used to like to take? But you realize that a lot of these dudes who do this red pill manosphere stuff, a lot of them are just cornballs who actually have zero game and zero ability to seduce women.
Now, at first, I just told her, okay, stop. She didn't. And then I told her, look, stop it. She did it one more time. One more time. She tested me.
Hey, listen.
one more time.
No, can we just appreciate, again, this man established a boundary and said, don't do it. And the girl had so little respect for him. She's like, man, bro, you need to know about all the dicks I've taken. She's like, no, stop. No, you have to understand. I was with this fucking behemoth. Stop. That was it. He wanted to tell you how to be a leader, can't even lead his own house.
Oh my days.
You got 5'2" white women disrespecting him to his face.
One more time. She tested me. I shamed her literally to tears. You better believe it. I called her every name in the book.
Why would you want to have a relationship with someone that you do that to?
That's your girl.
I'm not talking to him because that's sad. I'm talking to y'all people out there, okay? If you have to resort into shaming someone, get the out the relationship. You do not want to be that person, and you don't want to be with someone that you disrespect like that. If the person disrespects you and you disrespect them, and then you think that's how you get out of there. That's not good.
You do that because you can't get better. Say it like it is.
This is you.
I don't have to keep nobody in line.
Say that again.
Say what?
Say that again.
Shame her. If you got value, you don't sit there having to yell and scream at a woman. You don't have to.
This is sad.
First off, you've already garnered enough respect that she never goes that far. But secondly, if she's acting out of pocket, you'd be like, deuces.
Out.
That's it. You think I would sit there unless a woman say some crazy stuff about my family, my mom, and then push the envelope? Oh, no, you gone. And she knows, which is why they never do that around me. Again, I'm also very respectful and kind. This is a mutual thing. It's not a one-way street. All right? I know how to act around ladies, but they also know how to act around me in that regards because why? There's mutual respect there. You don't have that because she don't really see you as that much of a man. That's the only way you can tell me that she's talking to you this crazy.
That's if this story is even true, but whatever.
I mean, why would you make up a story where your girl's telling you all kinds of...
Oh, just to prove it.
Hey, maybe you're right, because he's been lying about everything
He's been
else.
lying about a bunch of shit.
True.
And just to say that, his point right here is just to show people that I got the hold my girl.
Yeah.
I'm on top of that. So he could be lying,
Yeah.
because in his head, it makes him look a certain way,
Yep.
but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it might be a lie. That shit might never happen.
Question number 4. Question number 4 to all you loser fans of Destiny. Is this really the guy you look to as something to aspire to? Would you want your life to look more like his or more like mine? Let's do a comparison. Well, listen, now he's smarter than I am, number one. He's probably got more money than I do, and his wife is much younger and much hotter than my girlfriend. I'll give him that. I'll concede all of that. Those are things about his life.
You know what's weird about this whole thing?
Why are you looking at people's wives, my guy?
And why you out here?
Fuck!
Like, if this is your girl, why are you constantly out here downplaying her and her looks? Why do you constantly feel the need to be like...
Shit! Fuck!
Imagine being in a relationship with a guy or a girl, and the girl constantly goes out on podcasts, and she's like, yeah, my man's fine, but he's not the biggest I ever had. I've had much bigger. Even if it's true, like, why are you constantly going out there and reinforcing that stuff? That just shows that you don't respect each other.
Devin slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devin has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? You think that I think I found some special snowflake who declined partying through her 20s, even though she has a great body? Give me a break, guys. I am well aware that Devin's notch count is a lot higher than she will ever admit. I am 237% certain that I am not the biggest ever that Devin's ever taken. And the way I is not the best she's ever had. She's had bigger and better than me. She hasn't told me this, but I know. I'm almost positive Devin's had bigger, better than mine. But if I ever found out what one of these guys looked like, if I ever found out that one of those guys had a 12-inch, you better believe I'm going to be insecure. You kidding me? I don't have a 12-inch dick. Devin's had bigger dicks than her. Now I got to see what that looks like. Of course it makes us insecure. That's another reason why men of value don't commit to women with high body counts.
He says men of high value don't commit to women with high body counts. And yet.
He committed to...
And yet.
It's because we know the more that have been in you, the more huge that have been in you. It's just mathematical. If you've been with 5 guys, okay, all right, we can deal with that. If you've been with 555, dude, you've probably...
Now I can't have burgers no more.
Hey, man, this man's really thought about this shit. You can tell, like, this is a deep insecurity. I'll be honest with you, I don't worry about stuff like that. 1, because I'm packing, but 2, mostly because, like, when I'm with a girl, I ain't worried about what the last dude did. I'm not worried about the guy before. Like, who cares? When she going with me, we gonna do our own thing together. That's it.
My days.
I don't need to know the whole history.
That's sad.
The only reason you deeply think about this is because you got a big insecurity on the inside and you don't got the skills to actually lay it down. Because if you do a good job, a girl gonna be satisfied. If a girl gives you her heart, she loves you, and you take care of her needs, you don't gotta be worried about the previous man. The only reason you dealing with this is because you ain't got it like that. And so it's always a deep insecurity inside of you.
Your affiant learned from the Plant City Police Department that on September 8, 2003, Edwin Hopkins Jr. had used his father's social security number to rent an apartment in Pinellas County, Florida. Your affiant went to the apartment complex and obtained a copy of Edwin Hopkins Jr.'s rental application, which includes Edwin Hopkins Jr.'s signature and Edwin Hopkins Sr.'s social security number. Your affiant learned that Edwin Hopkins Jr. had defaulted on his rental payments in the amount of $8,000.08. On June 16, 2004, your affiant spoke with Edwin Hopkins Sr., who advised that the outstanding balance showed up on his credit report. Edwin Hopkins Sr. does wish to prosecute his son for the crime of identity theft. Your affiant learned that Edwin Hopkins Jr. obtained a Florida identification card listing the above-mentioned apartment as his current address. Your affiant has been unable to locate Edwin Hopkins Jr.
My dad, the spineless beta male he is, does not have the heart to step to his own son and say, hey, look, son, I disagree with you.
This man defrauded his own father. He used his social insurance and his stuff to get an apartment, defaulted on the apartment. The debt went to the dad, and it went on his social bureau. The dad pressed charges, and they went after him in court. He's also faked bank checks. He's done a bunch of other different forms of fraud. And so what you recognize...
That's what he does.
There's a history.
Yeah.
So people say, he could never fraud. It's like, well, his criminal record says otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he does.
That's a history. But again, a lot of these dudes in the manosphere, they lie about their accomplishments. They lie about their resume. And it makes sense because you're trying to make money. Embellishing a lot of these things is how you're able to garner the audience because you're like, I live this life. Therefore, you want to follow me. But once you peer behind the curtain, you recognize that these are just scammers. That's all it. Be it Derek Jackson or this loser, you recognize it's two sides of the same coin. They got an audience they want to cater to, and they got a product they got to sell. So they have a life they have to project in order to get that money. That's what this is. It's all game. So you guys got to peep it to see it and understand all these people that are public personalities online don't buy into any of the personas.
If I expect you guys to take what I say seriously about how to run your relationships, how to train your woman, how to vet women, you guys have to know that I practice what I preach. You guys have to know that I actually do the things and I live the life that I tell you that I'm living. I can't expect you guys to pay $800 for a womanese course if you don't see that I know what I'm talking about.